1977 Pontiac Firebird matching up against the Red Dragon, a 1978 Chevy Camaro. Gingras on the high line, Perry down low, green is out, down into 1 and 2. Perry with the advantage. Gingras gonna have to battle back. Got work cut out for her now. Perry into 3 and 4, final time, checkered flag waves, Corey Perry gonna move on. That's gonna bring up the Red Dragon's husband, Rat Rob from Fairhaven. 1949 Ford F2. Matching up against John Fielding from Westport. 1998 Chevy Camaro. At the stripe, set to go. The newlyweds made their way through the field just a couple of weeks ago. Fielding takes the early lead. Into 3 and 4. And try a crossover move, checkered flag wave, Fielding moving on. In his 1989 Chevy Camaro, and Matt DeRoches from Coventry, Rhode Island in his 1984 Chevy Camaro. At the stripe, DeRoches up top, Bradstreet down low. DeRoches gets a little loose there, he's going to have to down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Bradstreet with the advantage. DeRoches tries a crossover move, not enough time. Bradstreet gonna move on. Here comes Nate Williams. WRX and your 2024 East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drag champion. From Uxbridge, Mass, it's Carlito Mello. Mello on the low line, Williams up high. Green flag in the air, down into 1 and 2. Mello jumps out to the advantage. Williams gonna have to back back, gets ahead of Steven too. Not sure it's gonna be enough time. He'll try a crossover move. Mello gets a little loose. Opens the door for Williams, but Mello holds on and moves on. Here comes Jared Smith, 1990 Chevy Corvette from Boomtown, New Jersey. Matching up against Tom Kazunas from Wakefield, Rhode Island, 1984 Chevy C10. Kazunas takes the low line. Smith up top. Green is out, down into 1 and 2. Into 3 and 4. Jared Smith looking to move on. Off turn 4, checkered flag waves. Jared Smith gonna move on. Gonna bring up Andrew Joseph. Chevy Camaro. At the stripe. Green flag in the air. Down into 1 and 2. Joseph with the back. Gonna spin it over in 3 and lose it. Andrew Joseph gonna move on. pit side. That's going to bring up Jay Silva from Riverside, Rhode Island. 2010 Chevy Camaro. Kyle Buchanan, Volkswagen GT 2016 from right here in Seekonk. At the stripe. Set to go. Green flag in the air. Silva gets the early jump. Off turn 4. Off turn 2. Down the backstretch. Silva leading the way into 3 and 4. Off turn 4. Steve Bowden waves the checkered flag. Jay Silva going to move on. That's going to bring up Liam Monahan in his 1989 Chevy Camaro. Matching up against Johnny Turbo, Jonathan Stevens from Melrose, Mass. 2005 Subaru Forester. At the stripe. Green flag in the air. Monahan down low. Johnny Turbo up top. Into 1 and 2. The advantage for Monahan right now. Off turn 4. Monahan with the advantage. And he's going to move on. Patrick Warren from Danielson, Connecticut. In his Honda Civic hatchback, 1998, matching up against Paul Curtis, 1964 Chevy Chevelle. Curtis going to choose the high line, Warren the low line. Green flag in the air, down to Paul Curtis gets his early jump. Works off train number 2. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Paul Curtis sees the checkered flag displayed. He'll move on. Josh Jutras, his 1992 Chevy Camaro. Going to match up here against Sean Fitzgerald from Somerset. 1985 Chevy Corvette. Jockeying for position at the stripe. Fitzgerald with the high line, Jutras with the low line. At the stripe, green flag in the air. Fitzgerald gets an early jump, but here comes Jutras, battling back on the low line. Off to 3 and 4. Jutras holding on. Fitzgerald up top. They come off 4. Across the stripe, Jutras holds on to it, gets a little loose off 4. Jutras going to move on. David Medeiros, 1982, Chevy Camaro from Berkeley, Mass. Matt Barrows, flexing his Ford Flex 2012, green flag in the air. Medeiros on the high line. Barrows down low. Medeiros gets a good jump off turn 2 into 3 and 4. David Medeiros smoking the tires, comes off 4 a little gingerly. Checkered flag in the air. Medeiros going to move on. Michael Oliveira, 1988 Chevy Camaro. And Hansel Garaga from Taunton, Mass. Toyota Cessna, 1989. Oliveira with the high line, Garaga. Down low, green flag in the air. Oliveira up top. Comes off turn number. Got his hands full, all over it. Dive bombs him into 3 and 4. Works up the track. Oh, he can't hold on. A valiant effort, but Michael Oliveira gonna move on after a failed attempt at the slide shot. Louis Diaz. His Pontiac Fiero, 1987. And Craig Winicki from Wareham. In his red Nissan. Green flag in the air. Diaz gets the early jump. Off turn 2. Down the back stretch. Into 3 and 4. Diaz leading the way. Off turn 4. Checkered flag. Louis Diaz going to move on. Jonathan Johnson from Swansea, 1985 Chevy Camaro. Matching up with Mackenzie Stevenson, 1978 Chevy Camaro. Mackenzie hailing from Seekonk. At the stripe. Johnson down low, Stevenson up top. Down into turn number 1, Johnson with the advantage. Off turn 2, down the stretch they come. Johnson leading Stevenson. Johnson's going to get a little bit loose. Holds on to it, checkered flag waves. Jonathan Johnson going to move on. Final matchup of the first round, Raymond Bradley, 1992 Chevy Corvette, and a little Mazda, John Gallen from Bristol, Rhode Island, 1991 Mazda Miata. Bradley, Gallen, at the stripe. Green flag in the air. Down into turn number 1. Bradley gets a great jump. He's going to sail it down the stretch. Into 3 and 4. Checkered flag. Waving. Bradley moves on to round number 2. That sets up the matchup to kick off round number 2. Corey Perry, orange Pontiac Firebird, 1997. John Fielding, 1998, Chevy Camaro. At the stripe and set to go. Perry, Fielding, green flag in the air. Down into turn 1. Perry with the advantage. Looking into 3 and 4. Perry holding on. Fielding going to spin it. Holds on to it. Perry going to move on. Brings up Gilbride Street in Carlito Mello. Mello, multiple wins this year. At the stripe, set to go. Green flag in the air. Grassroots gets the early jump. Carlito Mello gonna work his way back. Down the back stretch. Grassroots leading. Mello dive Does he have enough? Oh, he's going to get loose. Bradstreet going to knock off the 2024 East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drag champion. Looks like Carlito Mello. Battling issues over in turn 4 there. As they're going to have to go take a quick look at the track here. Sessions over in turn 4 and at the start-finish line. We get set. Andrew Joseph, Jared Smith. Green flag in the air, down into turn 1 and 2. Working, off turn 3 and 4. Jared Smith. Off turn 4, checkered flag waves. Jared Smith going to move on. Jay Silva going to match up with Liam Monahan here. Monahan, 1989 Chevy Camaro. At the stripe. Green flag in the air. Down into 1 and 2. Silva with the advantage over Monahan. Silva looking to knock Monahan off here. What would be a surprise? Silva works up the track. Monahan opens the door. Monahan at the stripe, gonna get him. Liam Monahan waited until the final moments, crossing the stripe, knocks off Jay Silva, and will move on. Josh Jutras. Curtis in the 64 Chevelle, Jutras in the 92 Camaro. Green is out. They work down into 1 and 2. Door score. Off turn 2. Down the back. Curtis opens up the nose advantage. Into 3 and 4. Jutras smoking the rear tires. Off 4. Loses it, gets loose. Paul Curtis gonna move on.
That's not the tire that was smoking.
No, it is not. That is not a way to go. They'll limp that pit side. And our next matchup, David Medeiros from Berkeley, Michael Oliveira. 1988 Camaro, down into 1 and 2. Battle back, Oliveira on the low line. Oliveira with the advantage. Into 3 and 4. Off turn 4, checkered flag. Oliveira knocks off Medeiros. Louis Diaz. Jonathan Johnson. Diaz. Johnson, 1985 Chevy Camaro. At the stripe, set to go. Green flag in the air. Down into 1. Diaz gets the early jump. Johnson going to battle back on the high line. Off turn 2. Johnson with a head of steam. Takes the lead into 3 and 4. Diaz just going to have to hold on. Checkered flag waves. Jonathan Johnson going to move on. Perry here. champions here this year, looking for a win here tonight. Had a strong car here in the Spectator Drags all 2025, getting ever so close to that win. Brad Street with the advantage, down into 1 and 2. Smith back, down the back, into 3 and 4 with a head of steam. Smith right there. Off turn 4, here they come, anybody's game. Who's it gonna be? Smith's gonna get it at the stripe. Jared Smith waited and got it. Here comes the matchup of the heavy hitters. Liam Monahan, Paul Curtis. Monahan waited until the last moment in his last round. Paul Curtis, the 64 Chevelle, green flag in the air. Here they go, down into turn number 1. Nose to nose, door to door, off 2, down into 3 and 4. Monahan with the advantage, gonna try to slam the door on Curtis. Off 4, across the stripe, Liam Monahan gonna move on. Michael Oliveira, Jonathan Johnson. Matchup. Medeiros, not Oliveira, my correction. Medeiros and Johnson. Down into 1 and 2. Johnson leading away into 3 and 4. Smooth sailing off 4. Checkered flag waves. Jonathan Johnson gonna move on. Perry matching up here with Jared Smith. Green flag in the air. Smith gets the early jump into 1 and 2 with the advantage. On the high line, Jared Smith gets the lead. Jared Smith off turn 4. Checkered flag waves. Jared Smith gonna move on. So, Corey Perry will battle for third against whoever comes up short here. Liam Monahan out there, matching up against Jonathan Johnson. We know Jared Smith is going to the finale. Green flag is out. Johnson up top. Monahan down low. Into 1 and 2. Down the back door to door. Nose to nose. Into 3 and 4. Johnson jumps out to the advantage. Does Monahan have anything? Off turn 4 across the stripe? No, not quite. Jonathan Johnson. Jared Smith. Gonna battle for the trophy here tonight. Monahan going to make this around the 3rd mile to the front stretch. Liam Monahan, 1989 Chevy Camaro.
What?
Liam from Rehoboth. Corey Perry, 97 Pontiac Firebird from Riverside, Rhode Island.
Come on, guy, get back out there.
Perry on the low line. Monahan up top, green in the air. Down to 1 and 2. Even matchup Perry. Down back 4. Corey Perry comes off turn 4, checkered flag wave. Corey Perry gonna move on. Best of 3. Jared Smith. Does he have what it takes tonight? He'll match up against Jonathan Johnson. Johnson from Swansea. 1985 Chevy Camaro. At the stripe. Green flag in the air. Down into 1 and 2. Johnson with the early advantage. Smith with the head of steam down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Johnson holding his own. Slams the door shut on Smith in round 1. Jonathan Johnson up 1-0. Matchup number 2, they'll switch lanes. Jonathan Johnson will take the high line. Smith down low. If Smith wins this one, we go to a rubber match. Johnson wins, it's over. Green flag is out. Down into 1 and 2. Smith with the advantage here. Johnson on the high line. Smith down into 3 and 4. Gets a little loose. Gonna hold on to it though. Johnson doesn't have enough. We go to a rubber match. Jonathan Johnson won the first one. Smith wins the second one. Winner take all right here. They'll switch lanes. The rubber match. For all the marbles, Jonathan Johnson. Jared Smith, green flag in the air, down into 1 and 2. The drag race. Advantage to Johnson. Smith gets the head of steam, heading into 3. Johnson gets loose, he's going to spin it. Does Smith have enough? At the stripe. Jared Smith going to get it. The officials say it was Smith at the stripe. Wow.
You gotta wonder what would have happened if Jonathan Johnson did not get loose in that final corner. You know he was pushing it with everything he had. But Jared Smith out of Boomtown, New Jersey comes home the winner. In the Spectator Drags tonight, the East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags, congratulations to him, and what a job. The 6-hour drive made worth it as he celebrates here tonight.
Give it up for Boomtown, New Jersey's Jared Smith. Finally. So, congratulations. How does it feel to get a win here in our East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags?
So, I'm going to be honest. This is all I need. I just wanted to come up here and win one time. you know what I mean? But no, it feels good. So I went to Hudson a couple weeks ago to racing Spectator Drags. I thought the tires were done, but you know, the tires came around for me and helped me get the win. Huge congratulations to both gentlemen here. Great driving. He's fast in that Camaro. I was working. The car's moving. I'm like, go, no. And, you know, but you know, it's all, you know, we might go back and forth, but I think he's a better driver. I'm not gonna lie here.
Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, obviously my parents, you know, I couldn't have done without them. My dad, you know, in particular, he helps me get this car. I couldn't have done it without him. I'm not gonna lie, I can't. He's a man of all trades, you know what I mean? SPR Performance, he rebuilt my throttle body, gave me intake manifold gasket too. Shout out to him. After Dark Speed, the suspension on this car, you know, he hooked me up. You know, he's awesome. And thank you for all the fans coming and watching. You'll probably put on a show for sure.
Jared Smith, your winner in the East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags. Making our way over to our second place finisher, Jonathan Johnson. You had a strong car here tonight and just needed a little bit more there. What happened in turn 4?
I don't know, man. It's just you run these cars so hard, and they're not built to do this. You know, they're still street cars, but this is definitely Jared's night. And he's been getting faster and faster, and I'm happier. You know, I mean, that's great. So, yeah, I didn't know who won at the end of that. I looked over, I'm like, I'm not sure. So that was just that's how we want to have that racing. You know, side by side, clean, and just a great time. I'm hopefully we've put on a good show for everybody, and yeah.
Anybody you want to thank?
My father for letting me borrow the car again. He's got to get in it and run it finally. I think we got to figure it out, Pop. So, Dave Testa, he's helped us with the engine, and just it's a family thing. It's great. So, yeah, great time.
Jonathan Johnson coming home second and making our way over. Our third place finisher, Corey Perry. What more did you need tonight there?
Absolutely nothing. The car felt great and the track felt even better. It just turned and keeps turning. I couldn't stop. So,
anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank all of my friends from work and all of my family over there in turn 2. They just support me every time I come here. So,
Corey Perry bringing it home third. Jonathan Johnson second, and with the win in our East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags, it was Jared Smith. It's feature racing time.
So one more time, a round of applause for our top 3 for the East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags. A great show they put on. And these guys and gals are not afraid to push around to the front. Attention race fans, did you know Everett's Auto Parts offers a full service yard? That's right, at Everett's, their expert mechanics do all the work for you. They'll remove, test, and catalog every part, making it easy for you to find exactly what you need. Just call them and skip the line. Craving chicken, drive-through, or dine-in. Chick-fil-A makes it fast and delicious. Eat more chicken and earn more rewards today. Looking for family fun? Race over to Seekonk Grand Prix. Go-karts. Don't miss out. Shriners Hospitals are changing lives every day, providing exceptional care to kids and families, and they need your support. Visit ShrinersHospitals4Children.org to donate.
We got the hard top. We're out here, Miata. What? That's it, man. We're gonna full send today and get it.
Let's go. It's been a while since we've seen a go-kart on the track.
I know, man.
You're the only Yada left out here, man.
Yeah. So right now it's N8, but hopefully we can get a little more power in it. Maybe next season.
Awesome, man. Well, great to see you out here. How you feeling?
Feeling good. Just gonna get out there and have a good time and send it hard.
Yes, sir.
Driving a 98 Honda Civic with basically a Type R swap.
How'd you hear about the Spectator Drags?
Been just watching them at work, you know, Crazy Blazer, Cleetus, all that. And,
yeah.
couple guys at work were talking about me doing it with the Civic. Let's go.
Right. Let's go. Well, welcome, man. Awesome.
Bought it in 1982.
82.
82. So that'd be 43 years ago.
And how long you've been coming to Seekonk to race it?
About 35 years, I guess.
35.
Somewhere in there.
You're one of the few standing veterans around here.
I am now the old guy. Yes. That just happened.
Mario just asked to line him up.
I guess we're going to line them up 2
Right.
hours early.
It's kind of loud right now. How are we feeling?
Oh, we're feeling good today. Woo. Yeah, got some upgrades on the Vega.
Nice.
Yeah, looking to make it happen.
Let's go. You guys been wrenching on it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, check it out, right? We got some movers in the hood.
Okay.
Got a little bit of wide body kit going on.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
The Vega's back, baby. Back flexing.
Feeling better than last time. A little turbo at the last 2 races ago, so we haven't sounded like the last one.
Oh man.
So got it together. It's not quite what I wanted to upgrade, but wasn't able to do that, so it's just back to factory, but it's running. Put some miles on it, it's been doing alright, so we'll see. Just happy to be back.
Right. I was gonna say it's great to have you back than not, even if it's not up to where you want it to be.
Yeah, so I hope we get the upgrade coming someday.
Oh, have fun out there,
Thank you so
man.
much for all you do.
The newlyweds are back.
Yes, we are.
How are we feeling
Awesome.
after that podium win?
Oh, that was awesome. I'm officially Christine Jen Grass now. Got my social security card. And
Did you tell them to switch it?
No, I did. Yeah,
Oh,
we did.
I hope you did.
Yeah, it's switched.
Yeah.
I hope it is on the card. If they don't know by now.
Right.
like,
They didn't know
Yeah.
during the event.
I know. But there's a video of me yelling, "It's not Jen. It's not Paris anymore."
You know, my dad was up in the stands yelling the
Yeah.
same thing. Have a great race day as
Absolutely will.
Mrs. Gingras over here.
Might have to be my husband again today.
Right?
That's it, guys. Kick it up a notch.
The top 2 in points.
Yo, what up?
The top 2 in the 2025 Spectator Drag season at Seekonk.
Yes, sir. Heavy hitters.
Yes, sir. How we feeling?
I feel good. You know, the car, I made some adjustments to the suspension. It's running good. I don't feel good about racing it.
Hey, come on, he's beat me before.
I don't know.
Yo, I've seen it.
No.
Yo, I've seen it.
No, but listen to me, bro. When you
Hey, Kyle,
But
come
on
on.
turn 4, he comes around real fast. He holds more speed in the corners. I got the launch, but he's faster in the corners. So you never know what could happen.
So I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. I think I'm 3 points ahead of you right now.
Yep, he is.
If I don't do good today, he might pass me. It might be. You know what? Okay, here's my prediction. I think it's just gonna be you, me, back and forth.
I think so too, man.
Yeah, but if there was more
Who
races,
knows?
I think like Gil or someone else might pop up on us. But if we're not counting this race, there's 3 left.
And you're not going to be at the next one, so you got to do
may or may
good.
not- I haven't decided that yet.
He better be there. He better be.
Right, hold on. It was you and me first, right? I think. No, that was the Monster Truck show where they had double. Remember that?
Double elimination?
That's what it was. Okay, so I won twice against you.
Yeah.
It was you and me in the finals.
Yeah. We raced 4 times.
So I won twice. He
was
won
awesome.
twice.
Best. That was the best.
That was.
What's up,
crazy.
little childrens? How are we feeling, huh?
Getting my electric lights.
Yeah, stay hydrated, y'all.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Ready to raise hell, praise Dale out there?
Exactly.
We're gonna do something. Hopefully the track's not as slick as it was last time.
Hopefully not. It's definitely cooled down though. It's dropped maybe 20 degrees since we got here.
Right.
So is it gonna be better or worse?
And this guy's got a first race.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out on the track first. It's a little nerve-wracking.
Beautiful. Mass, they're your trusted experts in diesel truck and
Everybody look at me. Yes, you right.
equipment repair and parts.
Oh boy,
with
there,
over
buddy.
45 years of experience.
Easy there.
I'm not going easy on it.
Oh yeah. Bring that thing over here.